with another set of gold on the line. Here come the Dusty Cup winners. The Wolf Dogs.
I was waiting for you to say it, Vin. He's got a ring to it.
Baron Corbin has made a promise to Bron Breakker. But in all seriousness, these two are focused. As Baron Corbin said, he needs this. It's been 6 years since he's won a championship. These two earned this tag team title opportunity by winning the aforementioned Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And the question now becomes, Byron, can this duo win the tag team titles?
Think about how far-fetched of an idea. It seemed a matter of
it was wild.
A few weeks ago that Baron Corbin and Bron Breakker would even consider being a tag team. And now here we stand on this night, these two men 1 win away from calling themselves tag team champions.
They ain't arguing over names. They both come out on the choppers. Baron's laughing at Bron, Bron's laughing at Baron. A lot of one-upsmanship, but whatever it is, it's worked. To your point, has gotten them to this moment.
And now you gotta finish the job against the family.
And I give credit to the champions. Didn't back down from Bron and Baron. They're ready. The theme of the night for the family has been no fear. There's been some ups tonight. There's been some downs tonight. All the pressure now is on the Don and the Underboss.
Well, the moment that Baron Corbin and Bron Breakker won the Dusty Cup, this was inevitable. Stacks and Tony D knew that the Wolf Dogs were coming for them. So why delay? Why waste time? Let's get it done. If I'm Stacks, if I'm Tony D, I want to prove why we are on top of the tag team mountain in NXT.
Main event time on NXT.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT Tag Team Championship! Introducing first the challengers, the team of Baron Corbin and Bron Breakker! And their opponents, they are the NXT Tag Team Champions, Channing Stacks Lorenzo and the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo.
Champions, challengers, not taking their eyes off of the other. You know, Bron Breakker likes to name Corbin's a little bit on the fence. We are going with Wolf Dogs, right? Is that what we're going with, Wolf Dogs?
I'm going with it, and I think Corbin will be fine with it if he leaves here tonight with tag team gold.
That's a great point. Winning cures everything, right?
It sure does.
Well, we're going to start off Tony D'Angelo, Bron Breakker, and you have to like the champions. They were ready to throw down last week here on NXT.
You've watched the family at any point during their careers in NXT. You should not be surprised. You may not love their antics, but they are always game for a fight.
Have to believe that Chase U is watching this matchup very closely. Handed Rizzo a heavy envelope earlier tonight as Bron Breakker just rolls right over Tony D'Angelo and not even blinking. Bron Breakker's been in these big matches. He's been at the main event of Stand and Deliver. He's won the NXT Championship. He's not gonna flinch in this situation.
And for as rocky as their partnership has been at times, let's not understate the value of the knowledge that Baron Corbin has imparted on Bron Breakker. His 12 years of WWE experience. I guarantee you, Bron, being a student of the game, soaked it up.
Answering right back. was the Don. And for the Don, for the underboss who just checked into the matchup, is this their toughest test in your opinion as the title holders here in NXT? Look at the combination offense. Big slam from the Don. Underboss into the cover, hook of the leg to retain. Braun kicks out.
I'm going to say so. You know, on the surface, you look at Corbin and Breakker, obviously they haven't spent that much time as a tag team, but their collective resumes are what make them such a threat, and in my opinion, the biggest threat to the champs.
Braun now making his way back over and tagging in Baron Corbin for the first time in this matchup. Corbin brought up a great point earlier. Is Braun going to be distracted by personal dealings in this matchup? He's got a lot going on with SmackDown, with Raw, with Red, with Blue. What a right hand from the former Golden Glover.
A lot of trauma going on for the jaw of Stacks, but to your point, I think Corbin, it goes back to, what he's been able to advise Braun with. Corbin has been through those situations, moving to different brands, negotiating with general managers. So I'm sure he's been able to kind of temper Braun's emotions and keep him focused on the task at hand.
Double suplex wiping out Corbin. I want to go back a moment ago to what we just saw Stacks with that uppercut. It almost looked like he was able to connect into the ribs, into the chest of Baron Corbin and knock the air, knock the wind out of him, opposed to a typical uppercut under the jaw.
And that could be a developing story the more this match goes on. We'll have to keep an eye on Baron Corbin and his ability to move throughout this match.
The family turning things around in this matchup, though. The champions are the ones standing. The challengers right now are reeling. And one thing that can be said about the champions, they're not complacent. They're ready for a fight anytime, and it's starting to break down into a hockey fight from the Don.
The benefit of being a long-term team like Stacks and Tony D is that you know where your partner's at. You don't have to communicate. It's almost like a telepathic.
Well, a tag was made. Braun Breakker is legal. The Don just got dropped. Stacks coming back in after he was just dropped a little cheap shot looking for a tornado DDT, which connected. But there's Braun Breakker waiting in the wings to overpower Stacks Lorenzo. And like a wrecking ball, Braun Breakker steps right into the ring, just got caught. Sit down powerbomb, all four men down. Don't miss a second of the action. Our picture break. Tag team titles on the line. One as D'Angelo just gets dropped for a moment, but there's Stacks right from behind. Again, looking for that tornado DDT. Didn't connect. Coming in. And end of days. The end of days. Is that the end of the road? There's the Don. Taking out Corbin, but Braun in perfect position. Stacks is rock. Breakker looking for the spear. They've done it.
Here are your winners and new NXT Tag Team Champions, Baron Corbin and Braun Breakker.
The celebration begins for the Wolf Dogs.
Can you believe it? Baron Corbin, Braun Breakker, your new NXT Tag Team Champions. Team that should have never been, and now call themselves champs.
Let's go back to some of the action. This is when you and I both thought it was over for the Wolf Dogs. Corbin was out, Braun was out, the family was in control. Not to be outdone, Corbin was able to counter, bam, with the end of days, and then Braun Breakker would slide into the ring after the Don would wipe out Corbin and deliver that bone-crushing, rib-breaking spear. And when you think about Braun Breakker, he's a living, breathing form of AI, not artificial intelligence. I'm talking about alpha intensity. And the Wolf Dogs go from the hunters to the hunted here in